Hi friends, welcome to Happy Nursing. I am Ila and today we will discuss about reconstructionism. These philosophies which I am discussing right now are not only important for the nursing students but also for the B.Ed students. So you can also suggest them to watch these videos. If you find my videos useful, then please like and share my videos and subscribe my channel, and also share with those who are not belonging from the nursing line but really need these topics. So let's see what reconstructionism is. We can see very clearly here that the word reconstructionism comes from two words, re and construct. Re means doing again and construct means to build something, to make or form something. So reconstructionism, mostly known as social reconstructionism, is a philosophy that deals with reforming the society or to make the society a better place to live. The goal of this philosophy is to create a more equitable society. To achieve such a society, social reform is needed. It is believed that the educational system should address the critical problems, critical societal issues like war, poverty, unemployment, depression, etc. Then only social reform is possible. Now, there are some points which we have to keep in mind, like the followings. We have to reform the society, rebuild the society. We already have a society. We have to reconstruct it. Areas that are found to be lacking should be identified and recommended for change. Now, why will we reconstruct a society? What is the need? There must be some problems or issues in the society. First, we have to find those out. For example, we have several problems like poverty, unemployment, injustice, etc. happening around us. So, a reconstructionist will find ways to make a new society where these issues will not be a problem anymore, or in other words, we have to work towards solving these issues. That will automatically create a better society for us. So, a reconstructionist curriculum will focus on building the knowledge, skill and attitude of the students in such a way that they may use them in order to solve the societal problems. It believes that when a child goes to school, he is already having a set of skills, a set of knowledge which he got from his parents, from his family, through his upbringing. He comes to school with all these teachings and after that he learns about social issues and methods to solve them. In that process, their personality, their character, whatever they were carrying from home, everything is changed or reconstructed. For example, if a child is coming from a very superstitious family, he will have those beliefs present in himself because he has grown up in that environment. But as soon as he learns that superstitions are harmful for our society, it may cause several problems, it actually creates obstacles in the path of development, his mentality is changed. He decides to uproot superstitions from the society, and that gradually leads to change in his personality also. This philosophy came more into importance after the World War II, because after World War II, there was a greater concern for the Earth's endangered environment. There was a need for cooperation rather than competition and need for understanding interrelationships of the ecosystem. The world was suffering too much. So then the reconstructionism evolved. It is based on 5 main things. It talks about the society, not an individual. Reconstructionists are actually concerned about the greater good, that is the society. They are not at all troubled with a specific individual. For example, I may have a high salaried job, I have my own means to earn my livelihood, feed my family and live a happy life. But the society consists of large number of people who are below the poverty line. They cannot spend a single day without struggling for food, shelter and clothing. So, I cannot say that I am privileged and that is struggling and that is enough. According to reconstructionism, I have to recognize the issues of poverty as a social issue and try to use my education towards creating a society free from poverty. People should have the ability to choose between good and bad. They should learn to avoid the bad things and promote the good things. Here good things mean something which will make the society better. This process of eradicating the social problems and betterment of the society should be a continuous process. It should not stop. For example, we have many problems at our hand, as I have said earlier, hunger, poverty, unemployment, etc. So now after solving those, not that they are very easy to solve, but just for example, if these problems are solved, we cannot sit idly considering everything is fine now. We have to look at the larger issues. Now say like pollution, deforestation, global warming, etc. And then we have to work towards eradicating these problems. So, the quest to make a better society should go on. It is based on a democratic society, because if we want to make the society a better place, we have to look at the lives of people, because the society is made of people. A democratic society is one that works towards the ideals like respect for individuals and their right to make their own choices. It is a society that helps people to develop tolerance of differences and opposing ideas. When people learn to value others' opinions, they can develop a world of equity, where one won't fight with another for disagreement. Reconstructionism believes in a society comprising of fairness, equality and liberty, and that is possible through revolution. Whenever we want to uproot a problem which is existing for a long time, we have to bring a radical change in the system. What system? The system by which the society is running, and in order to do that, we have to rebel against the system. Otherwise, overall change cannot be done. Next comes the aims of education. The first and foremost aim of education, which we are studying from the beginning, is to build a fair society where everyone will be free to exercise their rights. Eliminating the social injustice or inequalities. To enable the students to come up with something new ideas about reforming the society. Different individual has different mentality. They will use their own thinking to come up with new ideas about how to reform the society. To guide students in decision making process. What kind of decisions? Decisions which they will take in order to reshape the world, to make the society free from certain problems. To develop the personality of the students, which may give rise to the feelings of self-control, self-regard, human love and sympathy in man. I already gave an example before. When a child recognizes superstition or poverty as a social issue and applies his knowledge towards eradicating these problems and reforming the nation, it leads to a change in his personality. The aim of education is to develop faith in democracy, means the education system will teach the student to respect others' rights, consider the difference of opinions which they may have with others, and that ultimately will lead to a better society. Next is the concept of teacher. Teacher is an active member of the society, not only the classroom. As I am saying from the very beginning that reconstructionism deals with solving the social issues. So, until and unless the teacher is an active member of the society, he will never understand the social problems, nor will he be able to teach the students about that. The role of a teacher is constantly changing as the changing nature of society. So, he is called the shaper of a new society or change agent. Teachers must be willing to undergo constant change by updating their personal and professional lives and have an openness or acceptance for more than one opinions. Teachers should identify the social issues and introduce those to the students. In these ways, they can make the students aware about the problems going on in our society and make them conscious about the need to change the system. Teachers should create a safe and democratic environment for their students so that lessons and topics may be discussed, debated, and all students' voices will be heard. Teacher inspires the students to be the change they wish to see in the world. For example, if we need to eliminate the problem of gender inequality, then we must first accept the concept of gender inequality and apply it with our own people. Then only we can transform the world in the same way. In order to accomplish all of these tasks, teachers should have efficiency in leadership so that they can facilitate student learning effectively. Next is the concept of student. Student should be involved actively in the society as the teacher. He should involve himself in the activities outside the school. That is the only way he can get an idea about the social problems people are facing, and then only he can understand the need to solve them. Students should develop the ability to identify the critical problems around him which need to be solved. After that, he must apply his knowledge and skill to solve those problems. Students should be able to challenge the norms which are unjustified and make society a better place for everyone. For example, students might discover a local slum area where people are living in very poor conditions and raise funds within themselves to improve their living conditions. As I have said earlier, students should engage in active project-based learning or service learning outside the school to involve themselves in the societal problems and apply the possible solutions they have developed. Next is the concept of curriculum and teaching method. A reconstructionist curriculum will introduce students with their own culture, customs, civilization, literature and history that will be useful for his all-round development. Subject should include social science because the concept of this philosophy is related to the society. Democratic principles should be taught in the curriculum and the educational institution should also be administered using the principle of democracy so that the democratic principles and their importance are imprinted in the students. Curriculum provides students with the opportunity to engage in service learning that would provide them with first-hand experiences to study social problems and controversial issues. For example, volunteering for blood donation camps, working for any non-profitable or social working group or agency, participating in food distribution to the poor or community development and awareness program, etc. Curriculum emphasizes on development of critical thinking skills. Students are taught to think critically by reflecting on inequalities found in society. For example, students might be studying the issue of gender inequality in the past and relate it to the gender inequality issues going on till today. It will make the students feel that they need to take some action and come up with ways to address the inequalities. So, it will give the students a sense of emotional responsibility. A reconstructionist classroom should teach the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense. Teaching methods should include the ways to teach the students about social problems. Generally, they are taught through discussion, problem solving, project method, critical thinking, research and cooperative learning. Next are the limitations. Students are in great pressure. As it is based on the betterment of society, it consists of many complicated tasks like to revolt against the government, to bring about change in the whole system. Students cannot be bothered always for these tasks. The whole society cannot depend on the students. Understanding the social problems and their impact is very important here. All students may not have interest in that. Some may get diverted or distracted from the path due to lack of interest. If that happens, it will lead to more serious problem. Like if a student chooses poverty as his target problem to be solved and say he may have developed a system of getting jobs or getting foods to the poor and unemployed people, but he get distracted from his work in midway, it will cause more trouble to the society. So, that was all about reconstructionism. In our next class, we will discuss about another philosophy. So, if you find this video useful, then please like and share this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.